All right, well, first up this morning, what's new at the State Fair this year? For food, you're now able to taste things like, get this, bacon ravioli, a brat taco, and a peanut butter and jelly smoothie. Right?
Just to name a few, right?
Just a few. All right, you'll also be able to do and see some really cool things on stage. There's some really big names like Alan Jackson, Patti LaBelle, John Mellencamp.
Yep, we just
heard mentioned
one of his songs just now. Yeah, so we're going to get the latest scoop now on this year's State Fair from Kathleen O'Leary and Kristi Chuckel. Hi, ladies.
See you guys. Good morning.
I know what time of year it is when you're here.
Oh, it's State Fair time.
time. Yeah, and I see the cream puffs here right on our table. People look forward to these all year long. I already have 2 days I know for sure that I'm going to be at the fair. One early in the morning and then one a nighttime thing. It's exciting for people because there's something for everyone, truly. You say that about a lot of events, but this one covers it all.
Well, and you're saying it perfectly in the sense of coming early, maybe coming with the family and the kids, but then on that other day that you're coming at night, you go with your friends, and then you can hang out at any of the 30 free stages with all kinds of entertainment or catch a show at the main stage.
It's true. What do you think are some of the most popular fair traditions that people just should not miss?
Certainly, I would say that the pig races is something that it's amazing that people will just sit in those bleachers and just wait for those races. So.
I've never seen that.
Oh my gosh, it is hysterical.
Is it?
See that.
Do they squeal during
this? They squeal and they run around this track and they all have funny names. So, you know, and it's just fun. You can kind of bet on it and do that kind of thing.
I like that.
Certainly the Buck's milk, the flavored milk is a big thing. And then, you know, the beautiful part, I mean, certainly our agriculture, which is the cornerstone of what we are and who we are. But when you go into that exposition center, and there are 700 plus vendors selling everything that you didn't even know existed, never thought that you were going to buy, but you go home with it. And a new friend, because it's 2 for 1 or...
And think ahead to the holidays. Tiff is good at shopping and thinking ahead like that.
And fairs, great places to get gifts.
For sure. I think it's amazing too, 125 years at Wisconsin State Fair Park, but this fair has been around, it's the 166th year of the fair. We talked about some of the great fair traditions, and one of the big things people look forward to is the food. So let's talk a little bit about the Sporkies and some of the food. We mentioned a few of the dishes, but you go to the website and it's page after page after page with descriptions. This is monkey business, I think is what it's called. That looks fantastic. That's a dessert, right?
Yes, and that is a Sporkies finalist.
Okay, so and the Sporkies are the awards for unusual foods or delicious foods?
Both. They have to meet both criteria. We started this competition 5 years ago. We're really excited that we have all of these finalists that come. There's 8 finalists that we choose, and they compete during the fair. So fairgoers can come watch that on the Wednesday of the fair and weigh in on their favorites. But there's also another 70 new foods this year in addition to all of the Sporkies. So there are I mean, you mentioned a couple of them already, which were honestly my favorite, like the bacon ravioli.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, and we showed pictures too. Deep fried grilled cheese. There was the Chocamella nachos that has chocolate and salted caramel. I think I was reading about it online. The triple threat. I don't know what that is, but it's like it looks like three sliders stacked up. Then spaghetti, meatball, mozzarella on a stick. I mean, there's a little bit of everything, sweet and savory.
Absolutely.
Come hungry.
So the food, obviously, you're going to get full. You're going to have fun tasting all these different things. What about the entertainment? We kind of mentioned a few of the acts that are coming, but that's something people really look forward to.
It really is. And I mean, it's 11 nights of entertainment in the main stage. And the nice part about it is it's so affordable, and your concert ticket includes admission. So you did name a few. And
yes. I love to talk about the country shows because I do like country.
Alan Jackson.
Yes, Alan Jackson will be the final day of the fair, so what a great way to end it. But Kip Moore will also be there the first weekend of the fair, and then we have I Love the 90s coming back midweek. We have a great Christian show for King and Country this year on Monday, so there's really something for everyone on that main stage. And like Kathleen said, you want to buy your tickets ahead of time. There's still tickets available to almost every show except for the Pentatonics, which is sold out.
That always sells out. I know. Pentatonics is like you can never get a ticket. They're so hard. I did see the I Love 90s tour when it came through in Waukegan not long ago, and it's hilarious, and you have to go. It's like Vanilla Ice, Tone Loc, I don't know who else is there this year.
That's exactly who it is.
It is so funny and so wonderful. All into one. So that's a blast. There's agriculture too. Like you said, the State Fair really kind of celebrates our state and the agriculture, and that's something that people shouldn't miss.
Absolutely. I mean, we are the agricultural showcase, and there'll be over 10,000 animals over the course of the 11 days. So it's really our tribute or our way for urban to meet rural or rural to meet urban. And really, I mean, we love the zoo, but this is where you can honestly see these youth that are working tirelessly. I mean, when we come in at 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning on some days, these kids are, you know, walking their Clydesdale, shearing their sheep, you know, washing down their steer to show for that day. So, and it's really up close and personal. And then you get to talk with the kids, and you can really see how hard they have worked, because when they're at the state fair, they've really come a long way to get there.
Yeah. I agree with you. The pride that they have with their animals and what they show and what they do to keep the animals alive and beautiful and show ready is really impressive. There's so many great things going on, including some great deals. So if you're interested in taking the family, deals all the time, ways to get discounts on tickets to get into the fair. There's also some great contests and promotions, but people really should look at your website to find out all the great deals, right?
Yes, please go on to wistatefair.com. Not only will you see all of the deals, all the discounts, certainly all the food like you just talked about, but it also, if you're coming from a distance or even coming around, if you live in the area, you know how the construction is. So just the best ways to get there. But again, our gates open at 8 o'clock, so that's unusual for festivals and events. So come early, stay all day. There's something certainly that, you know, for everyone like we talked about, but you can spend an entire day and not even get through it, so you got to come often, get more than once.
And you can come right now for free because you brought a 4-pack, so lots of admission deals as you saw, but 4 state fair tickets right now to caller number 7 at 414-799-4444. Good luck in dialing.
And really quick, because we have the cream puffs out here, where do people find those at the state fair? Are there several places?
There is several places. So the cream puff pavilion is the center part.
Number 1.
So we have remotes. So there's a remote if you're like on the north end of the grounds. If you're on the south end of the grounds, there's a remote area there too.
That's great.
But you can call ahead at 414-266-7111.
Okay.
And there's 3 ones in that. And pre-order, and then you can pick them up before we open our gates from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock in the morning, right in the north lot.
And you don't got to deal with the crowds.
Thanks, you guys.
It's great.
You're
Nice
welcome.
to see both of you. I hope you have wonderful weather for the fair this year.
Thank you.
Looking forward to it. Thank you so much.